It's the fate of the furious. Fast 8. Hey guys, Thunder E here. And with me is Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well. I just realized you're wearing a Star Wars shirt for Star Wars Day.
Yeah, that's right, guys. So thank you for joining us now or later for the Fate of the Furious spoiler review. We started a little late, 11 minutes late, but let's get into it. Lou, movie, what do you think? Just general thoughts before we
General
get
thoughts,
into
the movie
spoiler.
was, I enjoyed the movie. It was good. I liked what they did with the story, how they gave nice little subtle nods to Brian, Paul Walker's character.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was I enjoyed the story thoroughly. I enjoyed the banter between The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and then the nice little subtle reveal, I won't say until we go spoiler, but of a certain character from one of the previous films.
Mm-hmm.
What this movie did, though, it tells you it's kind of like a soap opera.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't stay dead.
exactly. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but so I went to see the movie with Sam, and we pretty much said, this is Universal's superhero movie. Let's just call it what it is. It's a superhero movie in its own sense. I put it this way, I'm gonna go to power levels, right? They're now just slightly below Captain America's strength because some of the stuff that they physically did. I mean, I'm not even talking about the cars. I was just like, whatever, man. It's Fast and the Furious. I expect to see some craziness. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I forgot how funny Tyrese can be with his stupidity in the movie. That was also good to
He's
see that back
sometimes
in.
annoying.
Yeah, I mean, but he that's what he's there for, because you know what it is though. And I was reading a review earlier that said something that Tyrese does a good job in the slow parts of the movie. When the movie's slowing down is when he's cracking all his jokes, and he feels that void in there from when they're switching from one thing to another. I thought the inclusion of Jason Statham in the team was pretty good. It worked out for how they were trying to do it, and you can see there was tension. But they've now rewritten the character from what he was in the last movie. If you really go through the process of what happened to him, Helen Mirren was also cool. Her addition to in this, as well as so to me, Charlize Theron as the villain, I enjoyed her as the villain. I just did not like her motive when we found out the motive at the end. I just found it very weak. And it has nothing to do with her.
Well,
As a villain,
you're gonna
she
have to
was.
explain what her motive was, because even though I'm in a loud movie theater, I have a really hard time hearing.
Mhm.
So, did she have a kid?
She kind of alluded that she had a family once in the sense, or maybe she didn't, but that's trivial. But her motive uh, for doing what she was doing made no sense. It was just almost like she said she's the crocodile, that bites the baby or whatever, and that's it. Like that's how she turned herself. She was using that crocodile story. So on that aspect, I was like, all right, you had a very good villain. I mean, the actress, she did a fantastic job as the villain, but the villain's motives was very weak. Luckily, she did a fantastic job where you're like, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think happened there. So
You're forgiven.
moving on to spoilers, I would say I really enjoyed the movie. I would say if I were to give it a star rating, I'd give it like maybe a 4, three
Out
and a
of
half.
5,
Yeah, 3.5, 4. It was fun. It's an entertaining movie. I mean,
I'd give it a strong 4.
yeah. So that's where it was. Now into spoiler territory.
Okay,
The one thing
now
I liked before you get to your negative, the one thing I liked the reasoning for why Dom did what he did. Because I first thought from the trailers, I thought they somehow captured his sister and Brian's family and they kept them
that's what
somewhere.
I was under the impression of.
Yeah. And I totally forgot about his Brazilian boo and the fact that, she has a kid, you know?
But see, there that in the past movie that she was in,
Well, sorry.
we didn't get that in Furious 7 that she was pregnant. So she kept that under wraps.
Yeah, she
So
did.
basically, their timeline has to be really closed in together to where there's not much of a gap in between movies.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a gap. I would say with Furious 7 and Furious 8, no, the timeline works. It's a little fuzzy, but it works. I'll say it still works.
Between Furious 6, 7, and now 8, this is a 9-month span.
Yeah, no. But how old is that baby? That baby is at least maybe 7 months. So you add that time to it too.
Regardless, okay,
yeah,
let's give the baby a year.
So we're making it almost 2 years. So a year and 9 months. Let's call it 2 years. Let's just call it 2 years in full between that time period. That's enough time.
So I guess 2 years.
Yeah, that's enough time.
Makes it work. But my issue with the movie was in Cuba. Homie is flying in that damn car, jumps out, and not a freaking scratch on him. Don't give me that BS.
I mean, come on.
Homie gonna have a messed up shoulder, arm.
What did I
say? He ain't even dead.
What did I say?
Of belief?
No. I said it's a superhero movie. Remember when you guys keep forgetting, right? You remember when he was fighting the guy from Game of Thrones, the sniper, and he picked him up with one hand? I'm sorry. Vin Diesel,
I don't think he picked up. I would say it was 2 hands.
Even 2 hands, he can't do that. Exactly. Thank you, Ricky Bad Boy. They are superheroes. That's what it is. That's why I said I have put them. I've already given them a class of power. They are below Captain America's strength. Done. I'm just taking it that way. I've accepted it, and I'm just going to move on.
If you want to go there, but then The Rock surpasses Captain America's strength.
No, The Rock is close to Captain America's strength. But because, okay, here's my part that I was like, okay, in this movie, you're going to get a lot of scenes where you just have to accept it because it's fun, but also accept it. The scene where all the harpoons come into his car, right? And then he just uses his shoulder to bust the door. I was like, okay, I know what you're trying to say. You're saying that the force from the harpoon pulling the door and the force on the other side, negative force on the other side. So all he needs to do is apply just a little pressure to open it. I mean, come on.
It was a fun movie.
Oh yeah, no, we're not disagreeing. Don't mind. We agree the movie was fun. I'm just saying.
And my second issue, and it's because I'm kind of tired of the way they sexualize women. Ooh, that whole beginning intro, it's getting old. It's been like it's a running theme through all the freaking movies, and I guess it's more because now I have a 12-year-old.
He's like,
it's just no.
I love that. It's like as age hits you in fatherhood, your preferences change. I do agree, and it's one of those things where they would say it's racing culture, but I think also racing culture probably has changed a lot since then. It's not like that. I mean, you probably still have girls who do the start and finish of races, but they don't dress like that constantly. We
really don't know because I don't know if racing culture's around in my area.
Yeah. So
oh God, it's like I get it. You're trying to show the sexy of the racing life.
No, I mean,
look, man,
you can always have beautiful women everywhere. You don't have to over sexualize it. Those are two different things. That's how I would say it, right? You can always have
It's kind of one of the reasons I stopped watching Charlie Sheen shows because it was the same running shit and all of his crap.
Yeah. So there you have it with that. Now the thing I just could not believe was when all the cars started moving on their own, the remote control. I was like,
oh, that was bad though.
I mean,
the future's here, guys. The future's here.
No.
Let a really good hacker take control.
No. I mean, if those were all Teslas, and even Tesla, you really even can't do that with a Tesla. I'm just saying that you need an autonomous vehicle. All the cars like they use, like the Prius and all of them, they're not autonomous vehicles. Some of them, they even have 4G. You need an LTE connection to be able to get into a system at some point. So, I mean, like, as a techie, I was just kind of like, Sam and I were like,
hey, It looked good.
So those are the parts that kind of got me there. I was like, okay, the whole submarine thing. I was just like, well, it's the Fast and Furious.
The submarine was cool, but I really love the jail.
Oh, the jail fight scene?
That was the best. That was like the best, what was it, 10-minute ride watching The Rock Statham just kick ass.
Yeah.
I mean, really? Rubber bullets? That's a no-no. He just keep
Yeah, I told you. I was like, he look, the Rock is the Hulk of the team. Vin Diesel used to be, I guess you could call him Iron Man-ish, because Captain America was Brian, if you want to put it that. You know?
So Letty is Black Widow?
Letty's definitely Black Widow, man. I mean, I like Letty. I like Michelle Rodriguez acting in this movie because she gave that like tough, confused, hurt look when he switched sides. She was like, I don't get this. No, this does not compute. You know what I mean? Like, she gave that, like, to me, it was one of her best acting sequences I've seen in any movie I've seen her, even in a serious movie. The reason why I say that is that she gave that true, like, no, this is my man. I've known this guy. There is no way. But the evidence is telling you he did.
Well, they got that 8-movie. Well, no, let me rephrase that. They got that 5 movies in chemistry working together.
Yeah, exactly. So it was good to see that chemistry. Also, the inclusion of Ellen Mirren, even though she didn't do any action, the fact that she just came in with that thick Cockney accent, you know, as she's drinking tea. At first, I was like, she's going to do the proper British accent. And then she's like, you remember when she was crying with her son?
That was funny.
The man, she's a good addition. My thing is, where's the franchise going to go forward from here? Because it sounds like The Rock is taking a break. And Jason Statham is, because remember, when The Rock spoke to him when they were fixing the cars, and he goes, you know, he won the Royal Heart, or, you know, like, you know, special medal from the Queen, but, you know, you're a bad guy. And he's like, same thing as you. So it means that he was set up and he's really not a bad guy. Remember, he was just trying to protect his brother. If you really think about it, from the last movie, all he did was trying to protect his brother. That was really it.
And he made a surprising return for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they needed 2 people for that job.
He had the easiest of the roles. Shoot a couple of guys and hold a gun to the pilot's head. That's it.
But what was great was the the baby sequence was great too. That was fun. I like that whole sequence. Even if you stitch it together from the beginning, where they flew into the plane with the jet wings. You know, I was like, that is, I can see special ops just doing stuff like that. You know, Navy SEALs coming in, and that was cool. The whole baby sequence was fun.
Now I look back, when Dom got that call from Hobbs, Dom was probably working on that little beacon to put in the chain.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's like, dude, when he got that phone call, it made me like, dude, what do they have? Do they have the Brian and his family captured? They're gonna spin it that way. What could it be? And then the fact that he had a kid with the chick from Brazil, I was like,
I was pissed that he killed her. I was like, come on, man, really? You didn't have to kill.
I guess she's too busy. She's too busy to keep doing these movies. But now it makes me wonder that they brought back Luke Evans. Will they bring back Gal Gadot? Because hey, we didn't see a body.
Yeah, I know. Remember. Vin Diesel said he wants to bring Gal Gadot back. So
I saw something earlier this week that the writers and producers said we could bring Han back as well. What if Han faked his death in Tokyo Drift? Remember, that's another one. We didn't see the body explosion. What if he was able to get out before that explosion?
Yeah, but wasn't Han killed?
Faked his death.
Wasn't Han killed by Jason Statham?
No. Han was killed in Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, by who? Jason Statham was in Tokyo Drift.
Well, remember, they worked that in. I just remembered that. But all Jason Statham did was crash his car, flip him, and walk away. He didn't shoot him. He just walked away.
Yeah, okay, that's second-degree murder. Either way,
regardless. But
if he's not,
they'll work it into the storyline that after he walked away, he unbuckled his seatbelt and got out. And
okay,
he used
my thing is, homeboy from Tokyo Drift. Will they ever add him to the franchise?
They don't need him.
I know, but I mean, he's the only one who's plausible could save Han at that point.
Nope, he couldn't have saved Han because he saw the car explode. Him and his little girlfriend.
Okay, yeah. The other thing too is Scott Eastwood.
The Rock manhandled him, made him look like a bitch.
Oh yeah, when he broke I told you he broke the cuffs. He just lifted me up. I was like, there we go. There you go.
That was funny though. The Rock is being all nice and calm, knowing damn well I could break these handcuffs whenever I wanted to. You said his daughter. That made him snap.
The football game in the beginning, the soccer game in the beginning. When they did that was funny. That was really funny watching all the other girls go.
Some girls are like, "Okay, I quit."
She's like, "I'm not playing." And they remember the government guy comes over.
The government guy.
He's like, there are a lot of moms. There are more moms than kids. Yeah. It was good. It was a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I think they have something. I think it just depends on what the team will be for next one. I think Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Ludacris, Tyrese, and Game of Thrones girl will be in it. I like how she just messed with their heads at the end too. Both Tyrese and Ludacris. She's like, "What's my last name?" And they're all like, "Oh, Miss Parker, though. I mean, you be Miss Parker, it'll be fine." But I definitely would like to see that, and then inclusion of Jason Statham, maybe Luke Evans, who knows, into the team.
I don't think Luke comes back. I could see Statham back. He's not going to take government work, but he'll probably take little odds and end jobs with the team.
Ooh.
They have to go do something. The Rock. You need The Rock. The Rock is the cash cow.
Yeah, but The Rock is. I don't know if The Rock is going to come back. I think The Rock will be in the next one, but they'll keep it quiet till the last, like advertising before the movie. I honestly don't see that little tension. I don't know, man. I think that was just all hype for the movie since Dom turned on the team because he's at all the press conferences. They were all together. Tension on the carpet or any of that other stuff. So but that was a full year ago, so we don't know. That's a full year.
The Rock is a marketing machine.
Yeah, I mean, true. Well, so we'll see.
He's gonna promote shit the way he likes to.
I think The Rock is not coming back at least for a while on a full role. He's not going to be a full role. The reason I say that is because
he's busy.
His schedule has Rampage, and I believe Black Adam is one of the next ones he's going to do after that, after Rampage.
No.
What?
No. It's Rampage, Skyscraper to round out the rest of this year. Then something else, and then maybe Black Adam.
No, Black Adam's going to shoot next year, 2019.
Yeah, but it ain't shooting of next year. But then, no, it'll shoot.
He's going to shoot next year. The shoot is coming out.
It'll shoot next year, but I already know how his schedule works. Come January, he's shooting Ballers.
Oh, yeah, no, January he's shooting Ballers, and that's fine. He's going to wrap that up quicker. It's going back. Trust me, Black Adam is a priority, especially after his last statement he just made this week when they interviewed him, and he said, "Oh, no, like we're doing a Black Adam movie first. They have changed. The reason why I say they've changed a lot of things is the biggest indication is the news we got about Dolph Lundgren's casting, right? As the King, and that King character was written by who? Jeff Johns. Introduced him only 5 years ago. Jeff Johns has now rewritten everything he wants to rewrite in the DCEU. Every little thing you can think of. Because already there are 3 villains in this movie. There's the King. There's his brother Aquaman, and then there's Black Manta. Granted, I think Black Manta is going to be more of an introduction for the next movie, but he's decided to rewrite the DCEU the way he wants to rewrite it. So I think Shazam, so Black Adam leading to Shazam is the next one because you think about it, right? Wonder Woman, right, it's almost like a standalone movie, even though it takes place in the past and it's still connected. Shazam will be the same thing. It takes place in the past, will be connected. Shazam movie will end. No, Black Adam movie will end with Shazam, with the kid finding, the wizard
powers.
Exactly. That's how it's going to end. And that's a nice leeway to present day because you can now put Shazam in. Say you can put it after Justice League. Timeline wise, after Justice League or anything else, and just drop Shazam right where you want to drop it, because Black Adam happened when 5,000 years before that. So
yep.
It doesn't matter. That's why I think for them now, their thinking was like, you know what? Yeah, we don't want to create Shazam and like where was he when all Doomsday and all these people were, all that kind of shit. But if you create it with Black Adam first and then you do Shazam, then that's why I said I think that movie is coming faster than you think. But I agree with you. Still 2019. 2018 is going to shoot that for a 2019 release. But that movie is going to take more time than everything else. So I think they're going to start just like Aquaman in May. When Aquaman's starting, when did Aquaman start? Is it starting April or May? I think end of this month is Aquaman is starting, right?
No, end of May. In May sometime.
May. Okay, so
they're doing pre-production scouting and all that, and then they start filming.
Okay, so I think it would probably be the same thing around that May shoot for it to make a lot of sense. But
because Baller shot from January right up until end of March, early April for that season, and it's going to get renewed for a 4th season. Yeah, and that's when he shoots that to get it ready for July.
Yeah.
So that'll be there. So yeah, I could see Black Adam coming after that. That'll probably be a 4-month shoot. Went to that Jungle Cruise for Disney.
Yeah.
And then Fast and Furious comes out every 2 years. So they would have to literally start shooting sometime next year.
Yeah, they'll start shooting
to have it come out for 2019.
And it's just, like I said, his role will be dialed back. Remember, again, according to the script, he's taking time for his daughter. So something has to happen where little nobody comes and says like, yo, we need your help. That kind of thing. So I think that's what you get there with it. So, but I'm overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was fun. I would definitely tell anyone to go see it, go watch the movie.
It's definitely worth the popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sub scene alone was worth it.
No, for me, I think it was the two worthwhile scenes were the jail
prison
and the baby.
The baby was hilarious.
Yeah,
I don't know how they did that.
Oh no, they had
the baby to smile on cue.
I know the one with the hand. They had somebody move the baby's hand like real quick.
But the whole like smiling and all that of the baby. Classic.
Yeah, so I think that definitely worked out. Cool. Yeah, so the other thing that dropped today, as you can see right here, Star Wars teaser trailer dropped, and granted, I know Lou's feelings. He's going to tell you that
it was just okay.
Yeah, it definitely
really was.
It wasn't spectacular. I mean, I'll put it this way. It's the same kind of teaser trailer that we saw for Force Awakens, except the difference is that we had not seen a Star Wars in forever, so it didn't matter. We just wanted to see something. And again, we saw at the end of that teaser, we heard Han Solo and Chewie. So that makes up for that teaser altogether.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that we hadn't seen Star Wars. It's just that teaser felt better to me. This one, that whole like stars and then she's on Octu doing like a Dragon Ball Z. Well, no, she's struggling,
and then
she's later in the trailer.
The Superman, levitation.
She's got her little Dragon Ball Z powering up, and the stones are coming up. It just, I get what they're doing with the teaser. You want to get a little bit of light, dark, Luke, you hear Luke speaking as far as narrating and saying the Jedi must go. So it just I wanted a little bit more. Than what we got.
You get more later.
Oh yeah, we'll get more.
I do like that line because I think it's about time. I mean, the Jedi Order has always misunderstood the power of the Force in my mind, because the Jedi have always done. I mean, look, if they didn't have that policy of you cannot be with anyone, Anakin would not have gone crazy. Remember, they said he could not marry anyone. And it's like Catholic Church.
But if back in Empire Strikes Back, well, granted, not Empire Strikes Back, but back in Revenge of the Sith, where Yoda says, "In exile I must go," he realized the flaws of the teachings that the Jedi were doing.
Yeah.
And that's why he went. If you notice, Dagobah is a Sith planet.
Yeah.
It's filled with a lot of dark side Force, but yet he's so strong in the Force that it didn't bother him.
No, true.
Just like
I do agree.
Palpatine able to manipulate the Jedi, because the temple that the Jedi built their fortress on was built over a Sith temple.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like stupidity.
But you also know that Luke can control both dark and light forces. So, which is why I think his mindset is like, look, we need to move away from just that puristic light. That is a balance. The Force is all about balance, really, and that's what it is.
Well, I mean, the trailer, beautiful looking, and I hope Luke and Rey stay on Ahch-To for like a majority of the movie. I'm hoping they don't stay there long.
Well, I mean, she has to train long enough.
I'm sorry, but she could get the Luke training, bro. She could get the Luke training. And they could honestly train her the Luke style in the movies and then branch off into comics, and she could train in the comic story going forward into the next movie. Because right now, you can do a New Hope training that Luke got. And if you're keeping up with the comics, he's continuing his training somewhat, getting better with the lightsaber, not as good, but a little better, before he ends up in Empire Strikes Back. That's how they're doing him.
Okay, I mean, they could do that. They could definitely do that. But I mean, overall, let's not overdo this with Star Wars, as we've just finished Faith of the Heroes. But
we'll save that for tomorrow. We have Whedon.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good.
See, look, even Ricky Bad Boy agreed with me. The trailer was meh.
Yeah, I mean,
wanted more too.
I mean, I agree with it. So the question
I will say this:
what?
That poster was beautiful.
I didn't like the poster. The poster was really meh for me. That was like trying to imitate the older poster. I was just like, it's basic in my mind.
Well, I don't know. I like the poster.
I'll just put it this way. This is what I wish for a Star Wars movie, and I know I will not get it. I need to see some goddamn good lightsaber fights, because
you'll get it. Hopefully, I'm hoping see Rey training with the lightsaber. Hopefully, we have to. Damn it, we have to get Luke fighting with that lightsaber once in this freaking movie. If we don't get that, there's gonna be some angry, pissed off people, and they won't make $2 billion.
Yeah, hopefully we shall see. So yeah, that's what we have, and it's gonna be interesting next year. No, the end of this year. Sorry, because between the beginning of November to when the Star Wars come out, what's the exact date?
December 16th, I think.
16th. Okay. Within the 1 month period, we have Thor, Justice League, Star Wars. So
yep. Man. Well, we got some good movies next month too. December 15th. Because I don't think it's coming out the 22nd, so I believe it's the 15th.
Could be. Justice League is November 17th. Oh, that gives them a month. That is good timing.
And then, We got that awesome looking Transformers trailer.
Yeah, we did. But let's talk about all that tomorrow. So at this point, I want to tell you guys, I know the trailer was good looking. Trust me. I mean, I told you, like I said, visually, it was on point. On the other aspects, I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, everyone, for chiming in. If you guys want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Please do. Also hit the notification icon so you get notified about our latest videos. And check out our trailer reactions. We have a few from this week for Transformers, for Atomic Blonde.
Yo, they need to do a crossover with her and John Wick.
I mean, whatever it is, though.
It's the other half of the directing duo of the first John Wick. So, goddammit, make it happen.
I mean, you could put them in the same universe if you really wanted to.
Yup, make it happen.
Yeah,
she's the female version of John Wick.
Man, no, that was that. I mean, it's Charlize Theron though. I mean, you can see her range as an actress.
I was watching that reaction, and literally, when she kissed Sofia Boyega, whatever that her name is, you were like, yeah, you were memorized.
I was like, wow. Oh. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you very much, and
it's been great.
And always enjoy your entertainment. I was like,